myself Mukesh Tiwari, and in this video I will talk about for the chemistry chapter first for class 9, that is matter in our surrounding. So look at in this chapter first I will talk about what is the definition of matter. We see a number of objects or number of things around us. So one point comes in our mind always, that which one is a matter and which one is not. So we just consider the definition of the matter, and by applying the matter definition we easily understand about the thing that this is matter or not. So let us consider the definition. In the definition it is given that anything which occupies space, has mass and offer resistance are known as matter. That means first I will explain what is the meaning of this definition. Anything which occupies space. That means every object which occupies space, has tendency to occupy the space, are in the category of matter. Suppose this board is a object or thing, so it occupies this area, this total area. That means it occupies space, so it is a matter. Similarly, has a mass. Every object has some mass, and offer resistance are known as matter. Offer resistance means, you can say here, suppose you have this board will not be move itself by itself until we touch it. Yeah. So this is the meaning of offer resistance. Some example are the chart, book, chair, etc. Many more things are, or most of the things are example for the matter. But some cases we observe that the question is, the sound is a matter or not. So you will say that not. Sound is not matter because it is energy. Similarly, sunlight, it is not also matter, it is energy. Clear? And love, it is not matter, it is feeling. Head, it is also not matter. So these are the some examples for to recognize that matter is or not. Clear? Now I will talk about for the definition of the substance. Especially we are always confused between the matter and substance. Most of the person are confused between these two things. So I will clear it here, that what is the difference between the substance and matter. So substance, it is a kind of matter which cannot be separated into another kind of matter by any physical process. That means substance is a matter. Substance is a kind of matter which cannot be separated into the another kind of matter by any physical process. What do you mean by this statement? So first consider this example. Suppose we have just taken a beaker and dissolved some amount of sugar into it, then sugar solution will form. So the question is that can we get the sugar again from the solution? Yes, we get back the sugar from the solution after evaporating the solution. So we can say that the sugar does not lose its identity after dissolving into the water. So sugar is an example for the substance. Understand? It does not mix with the another matter, that is water. Clear? Similarly, salt is also, you can prepare the salt solution and you can evaporate that solution to get back the salt again. Understand? Now I will talk about for the physical nature of matter. There are some points for the physical nature of matter. So I will talk about for each point one by one. The first point, first I will talk about for the matter. Matter is composed of a large number of minute particles, and these particles have some properties, and we have to consider that properties one by one in the physical under the heading of physical nature of matter. The first point is, particles of matter have, say, some empty spaces. That means every particles have some empty spaces. You have to explain with this one with the example. How? Just take a beaker, dissolve the sugar and observe the water level or increases or not. So you will observe after dissolving the sugar into the water, the sugar solution is formed, but the water level will not be increased. That means here the sugar molecule occupies the space in between the water molecules, and this is because water molecule have a space. clear? And that space is occupied by sugar molecule, and that's the reason the water level will not be increased. Understand? So you can say here that this water molecule have some space, that space is known as intermolecular space. So this point is clear, I think. Now I will talk about for the second point. The particles of matter have intermolecular force of attraction. Every particles or every matter have a number of particles, and these particles are attract with each other, and that attraction is known as intermolecular force of attraction. So how can you understand about the intermolecular force of attraction? I've just taken suppose you take a chalk, a stick of a chalk stick, brick, and iron nail, and start to hammer these all objects one by one. You will observe that out of these three objects, the chalk will crush first, because the intermolecular force of attraction between in chalk is very low or very less, and the intermolecular force of attraction is very high in case of iron nail. So this is the example to explain about the particles of matter have some intermolecular force of attraction. I will talk about for the next two physical nature of the matter in the next video. So to be continued. Thanks a lot.